Hello stream, how is it going? I messed with my cord here, it's all messed up. How are we all doing today? Is the mic volume correct? I had to fiddle with it again. So who knows if everything is all set up correctly. Today what we are doing, put very simply, is we are creating some music that sounds like a bunch of little critters in a little band. That's what we're doing today. I see a lot of you already in chat. Hello Fire King, hello Speed Baking. Are we going to be invited to graduation? streaming my graduation would be crazy. Guys, it's Hightail time. Inedible War Maker, I am so excited. Does that come out? When does that come out? When does Hightail come out, realistically? Hold on. I've been following the progress, but I haven't seen. Hightail release day. January 13th. It came out today? It came out today for early access? That's insane! Dude, I'm gonna try it. Oh my goodness, that's so sick. What's the cost? Dude, pause the stream for a minute. Pause the stream. I'm doing some research. Hold on. Hightail. Where can I look at it? It's not on Steam. What's it on? Is it on any like game store or anything? Hightail. I'm looking at the website, like the sponsored website right now. It's available now. Pre-purchase now for immediate access. Oh my goodness. Also, by the way, I'm That Binary Guy. I changed my tag. Okay, welcome back, That Binary Guy / Inedible War Maker. Hello, Jackie Plass. How's it doing today? 20, 35, or $70? How's that work? What are the different tiers? Hold on, I'm looking. I'm checking. Okay, what's the difference? Standard Curse Breaker? What does that mean? Standard Supporter or Curse Breaker? Hold on. Oh, they come with different sets. That's neat. Username Reservation Lock is pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to get that so I can get my correct username. Anyways, okay. That's crazy. I am gonna be on there later today, just so everyone is aware. What was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought off of that. Oh, today, what we are going to be doing is we are, hold on, I gotta show my screen. We're gonna be making music again. I know what you're thinking. Music creation again? Isn't this what we do like once a week and it never goes well? But don't worry. Today, we're doing something a little different. Today, what we're doing is we're making the soundtrack to my comic. If you haven't seen the comic, hold on, I'm getting it out. One sec, I'll show you. Gotta get my backpack out because I was at class. Hold on. So I'm working on this new comic for those who were not here yesterday. I think most of you were, but for those who may not have been. The comic is about an adventuring party of small little critters, hence the name of this video, or this live stream. I can't find it for some reason. One second. There it is. Okay, it's about this adventuring party of small critters. This is what they look like. It's probably kind of hard to see, but I'm doing my best here. It's about this adventuring party. I can actually make it bigger, hold on. It's about this adventuring party. It's got a frog, or a toad. It has a weasel. Can you guys see? I don't know how well you guys can see right now. It's got a weasel, hold on, I'm gonna make it so I can see as well. Okay, it's got a frog, it's got a weasel, it's got a mole, and it's got a badger. That's my little group. So today we're making a theme song for these 4 guys. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to essentially give each of them an instrument to play, and then they'll play it, and then that's how we're going to make the theme song, right? Guys, I went donate so we can play Hightail. You don't need to donate, guys. I can buy it myself. I have a small amount of funding. I'm not like an absolute brokey. Okay. So the first thing we need to figure out is what instrument would each of these people play, right? So we definitely need at least one percussion instrument and like an instrument for the melody, right? So I was thinking maybe the badger has the percussion instrument, and I think the badger would play like some sort of like steampunk style, like some sort of steampunk style drum kit, like with a lot of or something like that. You know what I mean? And like maybe there's gears to like. That's kind of what I was thinking. This comic will be canceled in a month. Trust. No, it won't. It won't be canceled, Jackie. No. Okay, so we need like a percussion instrument of some sort of steampunk element, and maybe like a toot toot kind of thing in there. And then we need, hold on, I need to show my screen. I'm just looking at myself, essentially. That felt kind of vain. So I like the bassoon idea for the frog. That's pretty good. We could add a bassoon for the frog. Let's actually start there. Or we don't have a bassoon? How do you spell bassoon? Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music for a second. So we can all hear what we're trying to hear here. Okay. So, if we wanted to start with the bassoon, the issue with that is kind of the fact that the bassoon would be like a melody almost. So it's less bassoon that we need, it's more something else. We should probably start with some sort of either percussion or like something similar to that. What kind of percussion instruments do we have? We have cymbals, drum kits. What kind of, do we have like a weird drum kit? We need like a bizarre one. I guess any of them will do. We just have to play them in such a way that it's kind of like steampunk-esque. What's the orchestral kit sound like? Okay, we could work with this. We could work with this kit. We'll start here. Okay, so I think, okay, that might be a little too much. I just want like a little, okay, cowbells on each hit would sound kind of like steampunky. It might be too much though. Maybe it should be like, what's this sound like? Okay, that kind of sounds like a machine, like dunk, 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 dunk. Buddy, bassoon is a bass instrument. Is it really? Okay, we'll add bassoon as a bass instrument. Hold on, let's move this down then to the bass section. I didn't think about that. We also need something to play like the chords. So like, what instrument could play chords? Could a lute? Do lutes play chords? Lute. No, I just want like a. Ooh, what about a pan flute? Do pan flutes play chords? I don't think they do. That may be the pan flute. May be the top instrument. What's like? Okay, back in the day, what would they have used for chords? Like back in the medieval period. See, I tried to find a lute, but they don't have one for some reason. They just have different kinds of flutes when I type in lute. What other kind of like? What other instruments did they have in the medieval period? A lyre. Okay. No, that's not it. That's not either. There's no such thing as that apparently in this set. Let's just scroll through and see if we can find something. What about the bagpipes? Could I use a bagpipe or would that be too much? A harp. A harp could work. We definitely have a harp. Okay. Can I just get a normal harp? I guess an orchestra harp's probably the closest we're gonna get. Okay. So, I think we should do the C scale. So I think we're gonna start there. And then maybe move on if we have. What's that sound like? That's pretty good. Hold on. Okay, and then for the next chord, should we go up? What's this sound like? And then for the next chord, maybe we go down. And then we go up to 5. So C, D, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. There we go, okay. What's this sound like? Okay. Those are too close together, but we'll fix that. Okay, we need these ones to be further out, but yes, this is the general idea we want. Something similar to this. Okay. Now let's repeat this all the way out. So what's this sound like? Okay, so I'm glad we didn't pick the bagpipes because everyone seems to hate it. So I guess we're not doing bagpipes. Okay. So what we have so far is a very basic, like, kind of groove. I think with the orchestra hits, what we need to do, let's pull it back in, and then let's add some stuff on the, like, we need something on, like the, yes, some of these maybe. What's this sound like now? Okay. That's not bad. I mean, like a, I wish there was a noise that was like, you know what I mean? Okay, what's this sound like? This is gonna sound weird. Guys, it sounds like those. Oh no. How's it going, Panky? How's it going, Very Angry Duck? I feel like I feel like it's one of those like cartoons where the guy plays like 27 instruments at once, you know what I mean? And then he like falls down the stairs. Like that's the vibe we're getting right now. Okay, I don't want the timpani. Okay, hold on. I kind of think, hold on. Can I split this? Split, okay. Let's grab this, pull this down here. Then I want to grab just this area and copy paste it. Okay, what's this sound like? Okay. I kind of like the idea that we have this like weird repeating rhythm, this right here. And then like after that we have like a weird thing that goes after. You know what I mean? Like it kind of has like a like it has a rhythm. Goat, how do you feel about museums? I love museums, dude. One of the coolest field trips I ever took in the 8th grade, we went to Washington, D.C. And it was very cool because we went to like so many different like aeronautical museums and like aerospace and science museums and natural history museum. That was cool. The Natural History Museum was so cool. There is hurdy-gurdy from medieval times. Is that? I didn't even realize that was a medieval instrument. More initiative sometime before that returns. Good luck, Very Angry Duck. I hope it doesn't come too quickly. Speed baking actually burned down their house while making a steak. Sorry to hear that, speed baking. I hope things get better for you. Very Pickman right now. My thought was it might be time for a flute. Okay, yeah, we'll throw a flute on. No, we're going pan flute? Because I kind of thought that was more medieval, you know what I mean? Any particular exhibits like paintings or fossils or sculptures? Okay. Art museums I really like, but not modern art museums. Does that make sense? And it's not because I'm one of those people that thinks modern art isn't art. I believe modern art is art. It's just not something I'm into. So like, I prefer going to like the older like kind of painting museums and like sculpture museums, that kind of thing. I really like seeing like how people used to do art. So when I was in Japan, we went to the it was like the National Museum of Tokyo, and there was a woodblock exhibit in there, like woodblock printing. You know what that is? Like essentially the way it works, they sculpt out their picture on a piece of wood, then put dye over the wood, then put it down on a piece of parchment or paper. And dude, those were like stunning, like so beautiful. And I just think it's really neat to see how like people like did art like in past eras, which I think kind of makes sense for like my personality. So like not that surprising. I just think it's so cool to see that kind of thing. I love those. By the way, how is the game coming along for GDKO? Okay, I can show you guys real quick. Actually, I can't show you. I can't show you, but we're close to the end. I should finish it today. I was working on it before class today, actually. Fun fact about this wood sculpting thing, the thing with the like wood block printing. I actually got a little kit to like try it for myself, and within probably the first 10 minutes, I cut my finger once, but it wasn't a very bad cut. It was like a really minor cut. So I just like put a band-aid over it and kept going. The second time I cut myself, it was so bad I thought I needed stitches. Like it would not stop bleeding, just like constantly pouring. And I was like, this is a problem. But I couldn't go anywhere because I was in Japan. I didn't have like any healthcare or anything over there. So I just like essentially like held it together as hard as I could until it finally stopped bleeding. It took like probably a good 10 or so minutes though to get it to finally stop, and I had it covered. Knife safety. Yeah, I should have asked a grown adult, I guess. The joke there is I am a grown adult. I pay my taxes, so okay, hold on. So D F A, no, that's not where it starts. E, G, and B. Okay. Okay, what's the second set? F, A, and C. Okay. So it's like face almost, but not quite. So let's start with A, rest, F. Okay. So now we have, what's this sound like so far? Okay. It's kind of cool so far. Hold on. Let's see what the next notes are though. So F, A, and D. So what's this sound like? I kind of want to go A again here. A. What were the notes? Was it A, F, and D? Something like this. Let's listen. Okay, hold on. And then we need one more set of notes here. It is apparently G, B, and D. G, B, and D. Okay. There's B. Let's put this like here. Something like. Okay, what's this sound like? Okay. I kind of vibe with that. I think it's kind of neat so far. Modern art requires a nat 20 on imagination for the artist, or the artist is schizophrenic. Hello, welcome back, R1 friends. How you doing today? You don't need healthcare in Japan, I think. Well, that's if you're a citizen, Fireking. I think if you're traveling outside of the country, you need certain like insurance requirements, like as a different citizen. Like you can pay for travel insurance, which is interesting because it just doesn't just travel like when your flight gets delayed or like you get sick or something. It also covers like health expenses sometimes. I had to learn a little bit about that before I went to Japan because like we got offered it like pretty frequently, obviously from some of these like airline companies and stuff that were like talking about like healthcare coverage as well. But I just essentially said like, there's no way I get hurt over there. I got hurt, but that's okay. Okay, I think it's pretty good so far. Let's add the bassoon in and see what happens. So I think we could just play essentially the like root note. So E E E E F F F F D D D D G G G G. I think that's what we're gonna do here. So like should we go lower? I think we should go even lower. No, we should not. F. That's not F, that's D. That's C. What note is this here? No, it's not G. Hold on. It's D, then G. Okay, cool. Then. Okay. What's this sound like? It's too high. It needs to go lower. Tut, tut, tut. Okay, hold on. Let's just... I think what we did last time is we copied all of it and just pressed the down arrow like 8 times. What did we start on? E? I think so. Let's try this. Okay, it's pretty good. I had a really soft Rickroll, like a Rickroll reference. Like, that's a terrible idea, R1 friends. No one's gonna want to watch our show because there's a Rickroll halfway through the intro. Okay, what if it doesn't happen so often? So it only hits on the 1 and 3 of the beat. And then I think we need to quiet it. Okay, I think we got something together. That almost sounded Rush E. Did it? I don't know if it does. Rush E is kind of like really fast. Okay, this is neat. I like this. I'm going to keep this over here, away from everything else. I think what we should do is we should copy this over to here, and then we should remove the pan flute part because we want to make a new one. But essentially, like, what we'll do is we'll have, like, the title will show, like, the breeze in the barley. And then it'll be like episode 2 or whatever. And then it'll say like the name of the episode. And then like once we get to here, it'll say like created by Talon Stallings with help from whoever. And then it'll end on that little last little kind of thing. You know what I mean? I feel like that'll work. We need a different pan flute part though for this second section. So what we're gonna do is, what are the notes here? It is E, F, D, G, E, F, D, G, E, F, D, G, E, F, D, G. I need to remember that. Okay, so start with E. So I don't want to start the exact same way. So let's pull this up, actually. Okay, let's go here, then F. Let's go F for like 2 beats. Then we hit like that. No, something like this. Then for the next one, it's D. So we should go back down. There's D. Let's actually make this longer. Then go tut, tut. Then it's G. Then we go B, B. No, maybe we hit like B, D, back to G. Okay, what's this sound like? Oh, I see, R1 friends. The message was later than my reading was. And then it gets into the actual episode. I think that's pretty good so far. Cool. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I think we're pretty carried. Our percussion section is carrying pretty hard right now, I'm not gonna lie. Perfect! I think that's really cool. I'm jamming out to this. Low-key, I think this is cool. It reminds me of... Oh, what's the guy's name? There's a certain artist who makes music similar to this. It's... Pigman was a good call. It is kind of Pigman. But also... What is his name? Louis Zong? L-O-I, or L-O-U-I. I think it's L-O-U-I. Z-O-N-G. If you've never heard of Louis Zong, look him up. His music is amazing. We can't play it on stream because it's copyright and I don't want to steal, but it is really good. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna save it real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna switch the scene so you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put it all together after saving it all in hopefully the same place if I can remember where I saved everything. Where on earth is it? Comics, Goat Comic, Long, Breeze in the Barley. Okay, hold on. Title, theme, save, file, export. Wait, no, I have to save it as a WAV file. And it didn't save where I saved it to, so now I have to find it again. Awesome. Massive win for a guy like me. Okay, Goat Comics, Longs, Breeze in the Barley. Okay. Title, theme, WAV. Okay, save. Oh, now it's going to play automatically. Okay, I can't turn it off yet. Okay, there we go. That was loud in my ears for some reason. Okay, now hold on. We're going to put it all together real quick. I'm going into my editing software so everyone can see exactly how I edit. Myth is, if you use copyrighted music in your videos, you get smited by the copyright gods. Yeah, okay, actually, interestingly enough, yesterday when we played that Badger video, it wasn't copyrighted, but it was, like, something. It was protected somehow, but I don't know what exactly was protecting it. It just essentially said, like, revenue sharing is permitted for this video or something like that. And it wanted me to share my revenue with it, which is funny because I only have step 1 revenue, so it's not like the actual revenue that like you can share with other people. Like it's different than that. So I don't know what it like wanted me to share with it, but like literally couldn't. Like there was nothing to share. It was very silly and a little bit bizarre, but you know, what on earth? Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Okay. Now what we're doing right now, well, I can actually show you guys this, is we are saving our intro animation so that we can export it. And then, what is this? What is this? What is happening right now? What am I... Back? Okay, what is going on right now? Why is the weasel here? What is going on? Anyway, no more videos on stream. Got it. Well, no, it wasn't even an issue. I don't know what it just had like a weird like little, I don't know what it was, I guess. But it did the same thing with me for, okay, Alt D. It did the same thing with me when I played my own video. Do you remember the other stream? I don't know how many people were there, but if you were there for the stream where I like showed off the videos I used to make with my cousin on like that other channel a long time ago, for some reason, um, that it counted that as like copyrighted audio, but I don't know why, because that channel doesn't have like any copyright protection on it at all. Like it's like a totally non-used like there's only like 50 subscribers on it or something like that. So it like literally had no protections, no anything. And it still was mad at me. It was like this video is like protected or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like this video I made it. Like I don't know. It was a very bizarre moment. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I've made a grave mistake. Well, no I didn't. What the heck? Um, file new. 19, oh, it's not supposed to be 1980, it's not it's supposed to be 1920, isn't it? That's an S. 1920 by 180. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Had a small error there. That was kind of scary. I thought I drew the whole thing at the wrong size. That would have sucked really bad. But no, we should be good now. Hold on. I'm gonna just enlarge this. And then we should be good to put it in the editor and put them both together to see kind of what it would look like in the ending state. Interdimensional Weasel, all hail Interdimensional Weasel. Weasel is a big bad, confirmed. No, he's a good guy, guys. He's supposed to be a good guy. I don't know why he was standing ominously in the background. It was really scary. Intro. Huge. Okay. And then we export it. And then we go here and we drag in that exported file. Okay. And then we add the music in. If we can. It doesn't want to right now for some reason. Okay, there we go. So this is not long enough, so we're gonna have to copy paste it. Okay, boom. So this is kind of a vague idea what the whole thing will look like together. And that is really loud. Hold on. It'll have like the title screen here. And then it will show like the name of the episode and stuff. I wonder if it would make more sense to have like this animation would only be like the very end of it. Like how do I even convey that? Something like this. So like when it hold on. Like right here. Right here this animation comes in. But before that, it's like hold on. Before that, it would be like different colored screens that say different things. So it would say something like, hold on. Okay. Let me get to the correct palette. So I would have something like a nice soft green color. And it says like, I don't know. What would the episode be called? Who knows? Okay, it's obviously gonna look better than this, but like you get the general idea. That's supposed to be an S. Episode. That's a P. Guys, I can spell. I promise I can spell. Episode 1. The King. Or something like this. Hold on, let me export this. Save as ep1 test screen. And then we export it. And then before this, it would say something like hold. It would say something like the breeze. Oh goodness. I'm trying to like hurry a little bit so it doesn't take like forever just to do the test. The breeze. Oops. In the Barley. That is not how you spell barley. Hold on. Barley. There we go. My R is kind of janky here, but you get the general premise. So then this would be a different color. This would be like blue or something like that. Yes, this will work. File, save as, title, save, and then we export this, and then now it would look something like, hold on. But everyone pretend it looks good. Everyone pretend it doesn't look like absolutely terrible, like I just made these in 3 seconds because I just made these in 3 seconds. So it'd start with the title screen, right? And it would go until the second measure or bar. So it goes until like here. Then from there, this one takes over. So it would look something like this. This is weird. I've never edited in front of like other people before. Okay, so for episode title, what is the entire episode about? I don't know yet. They're just meeting the king right now in my actual comic. I added a couple more pages, but we're still not into like the thick of it. We're still doing like essentially what's the word? We're doing expositionary work to ensure everyone has the proper exposition. That way no one is left behind by the story. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks something like this. Everyone be ready. Don't worry, we are judging your editing. Okay, perfect. You can finally see my editing workflow that no one ever should aspire to look at ever. Okay, hold on. It's as big as it can get, I think. Okay, this is what's gonna look like. Hopefully it'll look a little better than this. Essentially something like that. I think we're a little too long on these parts. Because, like, nothing's really happening here. I don't know, I kind of like it. What if the episode title plays at the first at the last whistle? Okay. So, hold on, let me think about what that means. So, this goes like over here. Hold on. At the very last whistle. So this goes here, this goes like here. We need to remove the like fade out that we had on it. Okay, hold on. Make this as long as possible again. Okay, perfect. Then we grab this, put it like here. Then we add another one of these and make it really short so that the last whistle shows the episode title. And then we fade out after the episode title is shown. Okay, something like this. Actually, hold on, let's fade these together. Add a 12 frame cross. Okay, hold on, let's try this. It needs to last longer, but I think I get the vibe. Hold on. Okay, I kind of vibe with that. I think it's still too long, though. Hold on, what if we... This may be terrible, so just bear with me for a second. Okay, hold. Pull this to here. Backspace. Oh, I hit delete instead of backspace. That's scary. Backspace. Go here, pull this into like here, pull this to like here. Okay. Now it doesn't repeat. Okay, that's kind of better. We do need to remove some of this. Okay, we need to get real small. Okay. Yes, right there. This, we need to remove this area. And pull this up. Okay, and now we need to do a tiny adjustment there. Okay, what's this up? Or what's this look like? That's pretty good. You can add scenes of the party walking in different terrain as the background. That's good too. We are gonna have the terrain move behind them, so it would make sense to like grain, grass, winter episode. That could be kind of neat. I feel like the first one is better. The one like when it's really long. I don't know. I kind of vibe with the episode title being at the end. Because like the screech really hits it. It drives it home, I feel like. I'm not sure. The location of the intro changes as the location of the actual comic changes. Ooh, that's pretty smart. So in the first episode, we need them to be in a field at some part. I think that makes sense. Otherwise, we can change the background to be like the King's Hall. Speaking of which, if you guys want, I can show you guys what I added to the comic, because I added some extra panels, some extra story elements. Let me grab it for you. Not a ton, but some. Hold on. And I mean the background of the show, name of episode title as the different terrain. Ooh, that makes sense. Okay, I see what you mean now, Jackie. Okay. It's story time. It's story time with GoatBlob, guys. It's story time with GoatBlob. Get ready. Get your snacks and drinks ready. Speaking of snacks and drinks, I'm thinking of ending stream at the usual 2 o'clock because I am literally starving to death after class. I didn't get a chance to get lunch. So I think I'll probably end an hour early, but actually on time. So that may be our new strategy. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, stream is just an hour shorter. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out, though. Okay. So we already ran through... Wait, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can see what you guys can see. Hold on. Where's my stream at? Why don't I have my stream pulled up anywhere? What is happening? Oh, here we go. This is better. One sec. Okay, I'm caught up. Okay. That works with my sleep, and I ate earlier, so no snacks for me. Okay. So that works. Perfect. Okay, so I already showed you this, which was, this is the king. The king's upset. And he's saying, is there no one else to send? The advisor says, I'm afraid not, your majesty. We have the 4 adventurers. We already talked about this. We're right here. He lost us. No, I found you again. Don't worry, I found you. Okay. The king says, is that mole naked? The advisor guy looks and he says, actually, it's star-nosed, so no. And then here we have new stuff. Okay. So we have the king sigh. It's kind of hard to see. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to catch up on stream. Can we start them as clumsy fellows? Of course they're going to be clumsy at the beginning. They're going to be bad at adventuring it to start with. That's good storytelling. Okay, so here's our king right here, and he's sighing. He's like, ah. And then it shows goblins burning a city down, and it says, oh, where is it? Recently, a plague of goblins has plagued my kingdom. Moving on, one sec. Okay. We see the goblins coming out of some sort of portal in a tree. It says, my scouts have found their portal. And then it shows the tree and the two goblins beside it here. And it says, but it's much too small for our usual adventurers to enter. We then see this goblin glaring very deeply. As it says, normally the goblins from Dimension 2 are quite friendly and well behaved, but these recent invaders are starkly unkind, running villagers out of towns and stealing crops. Then we see the king rolling his eyes at a mage-looking guy in robes who is looking through this portal with the call. It has a call symbol that says, where is it? It has a call symbol that says call ignored. And it says, our attempts to communicate with the Goblin Queen have been fruitless as of 3 months ago. So it shows that the Goblin Queen has been ignoring their calls. Moving to the next page. It shows the king, he's a little bit disappointed and distraught, even. He's like this on his chair. It says, a plague of goblins has descended onto my kingdom. That way you weren't saying plague twice. Actually, Aaron, I misread it. It doesn't say plagued. I had that same realization. It says a plague of goblins has cursed my kingdom, but descended might be a better option. So it's still up for review. Okay. This might actually take longer than a month to die. I actually care about it. I'm pretty excited. Okay. So then I have this king guy, and he's like upset. And he says, my advisors have told me an adventuring party would make a great negotiating envoy. And then it says, I'm not so convinced. As this frog looks, I know it's kind of hard to see the painting, but he's looking at a painting of lily pads on a like pond, and he says, ribbit. Then Weasel, speaking for the first time as our adventuring party, Weasel says, Toad! Toad says, yeah? Weasel says, get over here, the king is deciding. The Toad says, but he's been deciding for 20 minutes. Then we have a bunch of squeaking, where is my hand? A bunch of squeaking and ribbiting here. It says, squeak, squeak, ribbit, squeak, ribbit, ribbit, squeak, 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 ribbit, ribbit. Then our king here, my hands are backwards, so it's hard to tell what I'm pointing at. Our king sighs. He says, sigh again. It's his second sigh in like 3 pages, so I had to say sigh again. And it says, but I don't really have any other options. Hold on. And then we're caught up to where I am, like where the story is currently developing. We have, other side. Here we go. So it shows Mole, and Mole doesn't speak. We talked about this. Mole's just silent. So he's just sitting there, and like it says dot, dot, dot next to his head. And the king saying, all right, you leave to, wait, it's here. All right, you leave tomorrow. Time is of the essence, so please hurry. And Weasel says, that means pack light, Badge. But Badger isn't drawn here, but Badger is going to be drawn here. And he's going to be saying, I'm not exactly sure, but he's going to be saying something along the lines of like, packing light is just a concept or whatever, to like show that he usually packs a lot of stuff and a lot of gear because he's the artificer, right? And he's like fancy. He needs his like refined taste or whatever. And so it's going to show him in the next panel essentially responding and saying like, I'm offended. Like, I of course I'll pack light or something like that to infer that he's not actually going to pack light, but he thinks he is. And then finally the Toad's going to be over here, and he's still going to be looking at the painting instead of looking at the king. And like the king is going to continue talking through these ones. So essentially the adventuring party is about to be sent out into the adventure. That's where we're currently at. Alternative to all of that, after the king says, I don't really have a choice, cut to a fanfare playing while the goobers are already on their way. Establishing shot. That's pretty good, but I have an idea of what I want the next like chapter of the like story to be. So what I'm going to do for the next part is they're going to like have a day to prepare, right? So they're going to like go up to their room or whatever that's in the castle. So they go up into the castle and they're like getting ready for bed, and they're having a conversation to kind of like establish how the like characters interact with each other. Show don't tell type beat. I agree. However, let me finish the like run through of this thought. So they're like kind of talking about they're like getting ready for bed or whatever, going to sleep early to make sure they can get up for this story. And then it zooms out from their window, right? And it zooms out 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 one more time, and it shows a squirrel in a cloak looking up at the tower, like looking up at where they are and kind of like grumbling or something like. And then that's going to be the end of the chapter. Then the next chapter, that's when we'll cut to the actual adventure. So that's my current idea. We could adjust as well though, if we kind of don't like that idea. But it's kind of trying to set up a like potential threat for the adventuring party that's like coming in the next couple of chapters. Secret squirrel, exactly. A little secret character, if you will. So that's kind of the vibe we're going for. And she may even be evil. We don't know yet. We don't know. I know. You don't know. I know. I barely know. I'm still deciding the story. But I know. And you don't. That's the premise here. That's the whole idea. Since it's a YouTube video, I think jumping to the action early would be a great move. I agree, but I'm thinking of turning it into a like actual webcomic on whatchamacallit. I've used it before, but I don't remember what it's called. What is it called? The green website. Webtoons. I'm thinking about putting it on Webtoons as well. So it's kind of a like a book almost. Because I think it'd be really neat. I think it'd be really neat if eventually I got to like not publish it necessarily, but like get a print version of this. So I'm really working hard on establishing like a true story. You know what I mean? You can still have evil squirrel just watching them while they're camping. I guess that's true too. I hadn't thought about that. And then it does drag you into the story quicker. But then we're missing out on some dialogue that kind of shows some characterization. You know what I mean? But then we could just do it at the campfire later. I tell you what, it's not that big of a difference. I'll write both, okay? I'll draw both. Next time we have stream, which should be just tomorrow, I guess, I'll show you both, and then we'll decide which one's better. Is that fair? You can do all the castle banner out on the road, and you can have flashbacks to the castle. That's true, I could. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pick. Okay, let's say we do it that way. Hold on. If we do it that way, but I don't really have any other options. So we would go from this, essentially directly cutting to like a scene of them out on the road, right? So we haven't really, we could just skip this page and move to the next page to try that. I don't know. I can see both ways. Because obviously I see my way because it's the way I thought of it. But I also see Aaron's idea of cutting to the action faster. The first line after we cut to them could be, I told you to pack light, badge. I told you to pack light, and badge has not done that. And you can flash back already. That does get them on the road faster. I like that, actually. I do really like that. That's good. Okay, we're going to try that. We're going to try that because I think there's too much dialogue already. I think you're right. Aaron's right. Just do like half the episode chapter as a flashback. I do like that. I like the idea that they're on the road and Weasel's already like nagging. That's good. I think I'm going to use that. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Hold on. I wish I had my pencil with me. I could just start drawing it now. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I was thinking if we set up a way, but I don't know how. If I could set up a way to like essentially like have a camera set up at what I'm drawing, then I could have a stream where we're like working on the comic together. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of neat. Because then we'd be like drawing all the like story elements together. I think that'd be really neat. Haha, I helped. That way we have already seen them out and about. Yeah, I do like that. I think Aaron's right. We need to move quickly. People have low attention spans nowadays. I agree. Aaron's right. Aaron's right. We should get them on the road faster. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, well, I was gonna stream until 2, until 3, but since we kind of already finished what we set out to do today, attention spans like yours. No, my attention span's good. My attention span's good. So what happens now? That's exactly what I was about to address, Aaron. So I already finished what I was going to work on today, and I'm a little hungry, so I'm probably going to end stream at 2, but not able to watch a 2-minute Badger video. But I think what I might do for now is I may end stream here, and then I'll work on 2 things today. I'll work on getting it set up so I can draw and you guys can see it at the same time. So you can have a stream maybe where I'm like drawing the comic and you guys can like look over my shoulder. Never mind. I mean, I will do that, but I'm not ending stream yet. Aaron had another excellent idea. He's full of them today. We're doing side quest reviews. What an excellent idea. Okay, hold on. Let me get to the side quest channel. So if you're new here, in my Discord, each day we have a side quest. And essentially the idea is to do a side quest review later. But since we have extra time today, we'll just do it right now. Okay, so we're going to start... Where should we start our side quest review? Okay, we're going to start our side quest review with the first side quest of January. Okay, so the first side quest this year. We're starting with side quest of January 6th. Find something the color purple. Or not purple, sorry, not purple, sorry. I hope I get forgiven for that one. Find something the color purple, not purple, sorry, purple. We're gonna start here. So, Jackie Placid found the canon Urple Man. However, Fire King kind of stated that's not actually quite Urple. Jackie Placid responded with, it's from a FNAF video. So apparently, according to canon, this guy's color is Urple. I don't know who this is. He looks like a freaky guy. I know he's from FNAF, but I don't know what he is. He's like just a freaky dude. Okay, so that's our beginning of the Urple timeline. Now, I am a big fan of Everything Setup's pick here. This is hard. This is cool. Do you not know the lore? I think his name is literally just Purple Guy. No, I don't know the FNAF lore, Fire King. I'm sorry. I can't say that I do. If his name is Purple Guy, I don't think he's Urple, though. He's purple. So, just saying. This is fire. I think this is a 10 out of 10. Welcome back, R1 friends. Mans wasn't obsessed with MatPat. I mean, I watched a lot of MatPat, but there was too many FNAF videos. I couldn't get through them all. Okay, so this... I'm a big fan of this one. I'm giving this one like an 8 out of 10. Should I rank them? I'm gonna do a 5, actually, not 10. This is like a 4 out of 5. This is a hard post. This is pretty Urple. Fire King still says it's not Urple, though. Aaron posts an Urple box. I think this one's a 3. I think this is less Urple than the last one. Fire King says it's not, but I think this is the most Urple thing we got. This is kind of fire. It's got a whole bunch of different shades of color in the Urpleness. No, I'm fire. That's a car. Okay, Fire King. Okay, side quest 1 out of 7. Share your favorite song. Right now, it's called Friendly Fire from Epic Games. Okay, obviously we can't review the songs because we're gonna get destroyed. Agree with Goat. Not gonna lie. Thank you. I can't really review this one because we can't play the songs or we're going to get destroyed by the YouTube algorithm. We've already discussed this. So we're going to move past this one, although some of these are heaters, I have no doubt. We just can't review them. We can't review them today. Side quest 1 out of 8, make an orchestra hit and share it. We got no review, so everyone failed the side quest today. No XP is distributed. All of you are cooked. I hope you guys level up before the next boss fight. Wait, no, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Aaron did complete the side quest. I missed it. That's on me. It's right here. Hold on. Let's listen to this. Technically does not contain an orchestra hit, but inspired by the prompt. Okay, I was wrong. That's on me. That's on me. Aaron gets XP for today. Let's listen to the song. How loud is it going to be? Probably really loud. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. This is like Rally House. This is cool. Dude, this is heat. It's like from a, like, 2000s racing game. Dude, this is fire! Firekin said listen to the full version. Is there a different version that's longer? Might need to change the homework soundtrack from Forsaken OST to Aaron Gray's OST. I did put out a full version. Is that linked somewhere, Aaron? Is it in self-promo maybe? I'll look here in a minute. Okay, Aaron, that was the most heat I've ever seen. That was like Rally House. That was so cool. That was good. That's a 5 out of 5 post right there. That's 6 out of 5. That's like huge. I linked it somewhere. I think it comes up later. Okay, cool. If we find it, we'll go to that as well. Okay, side quest 9 out of 1. 1-9, I think is what it's supposed to be. Suggest merch ideas. Okay. Shirt with the soup character. That's pretty good. I like shirt with a soup character, but I think it only applies to one stream, so maybe not quite that. A deck of GoatBlob pixel art themed playing cards. Now that is a cool idea, because I have made like board and card games in the past, so I do know how to do that one. So it would be pretty cool. And a Blobsville hat. I do like that one as well. I'm gonna flame the ones that I really like. Okay, potato tomato coin you can flip. Once again, only kind of applies to like 1 or 2 streams, so maybe not the best merch idea, but I do like that one. Probably just a sweater with the GoatBlob OC on it, but later we could get stickers of GoatBlob streaming bits. That's pretty good too. A plush blob head. This one is really cool. I want stuffed animals so bad. You ignored Jackie's submission. Did I really? Oh, Cod Water Hoodie. Sorry, I missed it because he put the... He's our resident announcer person. Thank you, Jackie, for announcing, by the way. Cod Water Hoodie. You get 3 reactions because I'm 3 degrees out of 5 mad at this suggestion. I can't help. I could not see the L. I didn't see the L. I thought it said cod. Okay, that was a long time ago. That's an old head right there. A plush blob head. Actually, I'd be too embarrassed to wear a GoatBlob sweater in public. A mug would probably work better. Okay. Thanks, Chicky Puff. Thanks. Okay. You don't have to be embarrassed, but whatever. I guess. Whatever. I'd wear it. Thank you, Fire King. And okay, here it is. Here it is. This is where we ended up finishing the music soundtrack. I'm gonna click it. In case there's an ad, I went to just chatting only. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna listen now. Also, fire name. A hunch? What a cool name. No ads. Okay, cool. We're good then. We're good. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it's loud. Hold on. Is it too loud for you guys? Just turn it down a little bit. It's too loud. We gotta keep it high. Keep it high energy. Bottom right is the volume somewhere.
I got a hunch.
Guys, this is crazy. Guys, I don't know about you. I want to rob a bank right now. I feel like I need to go drive a getaway car or something. Like, that's how cool I feel. I feel like I'm. Dude, this is crazy. We got a little something going on in the background now, too. Oh, here it comes. Dude, this is insane. I gotta take my sweater off. Dude. Aaron. That was the peak of peak. That was like absolute cinema level. That was amazing, dude. Pangy says that was fire. R1 friend says that was fire. That was genuinely amazing, dude. That was like top 10 stuff. That was cool. Massive win from Aaron. I'm giving, this is like a 20 out of 5. Well done, Aaron. That was crazy. Okay. Insane. Yeah, I gotta add the Aaron Gray OST to the MP3. That was wild, dude. Well done, Aaron. 400 XP for Aaron for the day. That's like 3 level ups right there. Okay. Wow. Whew. We gotta calm down a little bit now. It's getting a little hot. Okay. Side quest for 1-12. So this was this yesterday? This was yesterday, I think. Yes. Okay, it was to draw a frog. So we have Magic Frog here. Very good, Pangy, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a 5. This is a 5 out of 5. This is good, Pangy. This is a win. Aaron, we finished the whole track. You got 400 XP. You got a 20 out of 5 on the ranking. You're like you're the highest level right now. You're the highest level in the server right now. It's very incredible. Well done. Okay, Pangy, this is heat. This is really good. This is 5 out of 5 work. This is good. Well done. That's so cute. Okay, Aaron. Oh, Aaron did a little tiny frog. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. I like that he's so small. I like the small guy, and this is the upscaled version, so still really good. Still really good. I'm gonna go ahead and give this is a 4 out of 5 work. This is good. This is good still. I like the tiny one. I kind of want it to be like a little reaction guy. Like he's just so small and itty bitty. Okay, my very derpy tree frog. It could have done better if I'm tired and stopped caring. Okay, Old King forwarded his frog from last time, which is still heat. Another 4 out of 5 work here. This is still really good stuff. And they said click this. Now, Fire King, I trust you, so I'm clicking it. But I am a little scared. Make sure to like the stream and join the Discord high stream. Okay. Thank you, Fire King. Well done. Good work as mod. Everyone, round of applause for Fire King. Wait, how do me and Aaron Gray have the same #1 chatter crown? I think it's probably because in chat it does it by like you can only earn so much XP per hour. So if you send enough messages, you'll reach the max XP, and then you don't get any more after that. So it essentially ties everyone that has like the same amount at the top, if that makes sense. Well, guys, that was some excellent work. Well done, community. Very proud of you all for completing your side quests recently. Now that means you got to keep completing them though. Your side quest for today will be, what's a good side quest? We need some really good ones so we can keep doing good reviews, like fun reviews like that. What's a good side quest? Your side quest today is to... What's a good side quest? Ooh, make a shadow puppet. Send me a picture of a shadow puppet. That's your side quest for today. That would be cool. So, like, if you don't know how to make a shadow puppet, it's very simple. Just point a light at a wall and put your hand in front of it, and you can make a little shadow puppet on the wall. It'll be really cool. So that's your side quest for today. Anyways, I have been Talon, also known as GoatBlob. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Make sure you guys also make sure to eat today. Make sure to drink your water. Everything you need to do. I have been GoatBlob, also known as Talon. Also, make sure to be creative today. Whether it's just a shadow puppet, or you draw a new drawing, or paint a whole painting. But whatever you do, make sure you love it. I'm gonna eat lunch, then probably play Hightail and ignore my homework. So I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe to the stream, and that's it. Bye, guys. Boop.